Now, you guys all wanted a part 2 on the gingerbread house, and we are going to be doing the interior to this house, so let's see how that goes. Hello guys, it's K-Spade and welcome back to my channel. Now, as I said in this video, we are going to be doing the part 2 of the gingerbread house, which is the interior. Now, quickly before we get into this, I do want to say I do have a Discord server that you can join if you would like to participate in videos, or if you generally just would like to chat in there. It will be linked in the description below. But let's get straight on into this video. So as you can see, this is currently what we are working with for the room. I somehow have to fit a whole house in here, so it will be quite a small house. And it is going to stay this concrete colour, but I think it does add more realism to keep it like that. Now, the main thing I need to sort out is the layout, so like where the kitchen, bathroom and all that's going to be. So this is the kind of layout I'm going for. So right at the front, you have the living room. At the back, you have the kitchen, and then right at the back, you have the bedroom and the bathroom. Now, we are going to start with the living room. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but we are going to find stuff that kind of matches the theme. So obviously stuff like that kind of give a gingerbread vibe. So I'm thinking of going with this sofa, and then what I'm thinking of doing is making the room so it's like long ways. So obviously the table would be here. Maybe I don't have to add a fireplace because obviously it's a gingerbread house, and then a TV here. Now this is probably going to be quite difficult because I've never actually worked with a room like this shape as a living room, but I am trying to get it to look filled but then also not too filled. So I have actually changed my mind. I think I'm going to put the table over here, and then over here is where I'm going to put the fireplace and the TV and just kind of make this a little cozy area. So I don't know what colour to go with because I don't want to go with brown because then it just kind of clashes with the wall a bit. So I am probably going to do brown, white and a bit of like a sageish green. I know I said that it's going to clash with the walls, but generally I don't. I've looked at gingerbread house inspos and brown is mostly the colour they use for the inside too. And for fireplaces, I think I'm going to go with this one as I feel like it looks the most like gingerbready themes. Also though, I do feel as though it's not good to have a fireplace in, but I do want to add one. I was also thinking it was between this one and that one, but I'm actually kind of stuck again. So I did actually change my mind and I've gone with this one instead. And we are going to add this TV here. And I'm thinking of adding some plants next to it. So I'm going to add these garlands. Obviously, I'm going to change the colour, but I am probably going to add these around this whole room to make it have a bit more character. Now, I'm going to add some pillars in the corners just to give it some more structurals. And then I'm going to go in with wall trims, but that is how the garlands are looking. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I think I am. So I did go in and add a little bookshelf, and this room is generally reminding me of how I used to build, which was like, I don't know if any of you guys remember, but do you remember like preppy builds and stuff? Generally I was obsessed with them, and this is how I used to build, so it is kind of fun to do the building like this. So this is how the living room is looking, and I actually really like it, to be fair. But we are now going to move on to the kitchen. So I am going to use these counters, which are, I don't know which ones they are, they're the arch counters. Now, this kitchen is going to be quite tightly squeezed, but we can work with that. So this is how my kitchen is looking. It is very, very small, but I actually do really like it. But I'm now going to kind of make a colour theme that kind of matches the living room a bit. And again, I am going to be adding more garlands into the kitchen to still give it that gingerbread house theme. Now I am going to go in and decorate the kitchen a bit more so it has life to it rather than looking so plain. So I have finished the kitchen and this is currently what it is looking like, and we are now going to move on into the bedroom. Now I have gone for a single bed, seeing as the room is quite small, so we are going to stick with that one. And it is actually quite hard to think of what to do in this room as it is really, really small. And I completely forgot that these are actually normal walls, so I can add windows. I was thinking it was basic shapes this whole time. So I'm thinking of going with something like that for the window and then resizing it a bit. It does look a bit like a jail cell window, but we are just going to ignore that. And so we have entertainment in the room. I am going to add this hanging TV. And what is a gingerbread house without a mini gingerbread house inside of it? And this is how the bedroom is looking. It is pretty small. You can't really do much with it, but I did try my best with it. Now we are moving on to the final part, which is the bathroom. Now I am going to do a custom shower. So I'm just going to kind of make it look like this, a glass piece. And for this, I am going to use the semi-transparent cube and basically resize it so it looks a bit like a door. And this is currently how our bathroom is looking. It is kind of hard to work with this bathroom as the door is there, but I do think it does look pretty good. I did move this, but we are now basically going to decorate the bathroom so it feels a bit more, like I always say, a bit more like a gingerbread house. So I have now finished the build and we are now going to go in and change the decals as they need to be changed as they make the house look weird with just balloons in there. So we are going to change the So I didn't realise, but as you can see, I forgot that the roof was basic shapes and I needed to have done more of those for it to work. We're just going to keep it like this. It gives it a bit of personality and it's quite funny to be fair, but we are going to change the decals. And as you can see, this is how the gingerbread house looks from the outside, which you all have already seen anyway. But going in, we have the living room. The theme for this was kind of preppy after I did kind of do all these pastel colours kind of. Obviously, we have the gingerbread man sign there. We'll see a lot of those. And then over here, we have the fireplace. I nearly forgot what that was called. With the TV and these two plants. And I do love the snowflakes and the garlands that I have added. Moving on to the kitchen, it is pretty narrow, but you can probably work with it. But this is how the kitchen looks. I do like the fact there are windows on each side of the kitchen. Obviously, everything in here is functional. You can get stuff out of the fridge and then you can obviously cook it. It is not that small of a space where you can't do that. I could have probably added some more decorations in here, but I still do like it as it is. And moving on to the bedroom, which this door doesn't want to shut. We have the tiny bedroom, which I couldn't really add much in because of how tiny it is, but I did try and work with it and make it as cozy as I could. And as you can see, we do have a gingerbread house in the gingerbread house. And obviously, I do like how cute and small it is though. Oh my, this is getting worse every time I look up. And now going into the bathroom, not one of my favorite rooms to be fair, because it is very, very small. But we do have this shower, which I do love. And obviously it does work, you can use it. This is probably a one-person home anyway, so even if this is like a glass see-through shower, it really doesn't matter. Then we have the sink where you can brush your teeth and use soap, wash your hands. And then we have the toilet, which is basic. Obviously, close the curtains if you was to use that. But that is the gingerbread house complete and furnished. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, then please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I've linked my Discord, my Instagram, and my TikTok in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching and goodbye.